Hi, I didn't forget you were there. I know you're there. And I am here. And we are in two different places. I just wanted to talk about this general stupid sentiment. Oh my god. I just realized I propped the phone up with my water bottle so I can't sip from my water bottle. What a rough life it is. You see that? It's a slightly white tongue. That means you're slightly dehydrated. If anyone ever says they have a headache, be like, let me see your tongue. And if they show you their tongue and it's white, be like, yeah, just as I thought, you're dehydrated. Anyway, I was not planning on coming up with so many examples as to why this is bullshit before I even introduced the friggin' subject of the video. But here we are. This is Frankie. Say hi to her. She's going to Maui soon. She's so excited. She's going to be with some kids there who have no toys. So here's Frankie. She can't wait to go. There's been this like friggin' bullshit, goddamn fucking, I don't even know what to call it. It's so absurd. Popular idea that we're in a simulation. This isn't real life. This isn't a real place. Everything that's happening to us is not real because we are in a simulation. Okay, you know what? I can actually get behind the fact that we are in a simulation that's being performed by aliens. However, how many of y'all have actually seen and or met an alien? And also, for that matter, our actions have consequences, and quite literally anyone can test that and learn that and know that. And does that mean that we're in a simulation? Like, because your actions have consequences, doesn't that fucking tell you that, okay, we may be in a simulation? But the fact of the matter is that reality is provable, and there are consequences to our actions. So therefore, it does not matter if we're in a simulation, because we cannot prove that. Y'all tell me how the fuck we can prove that? Because you feel like it? Because you think so? I want actual proof of us being in a real, provable simulation, and then we can talk. But we ain't there yet. People are just like, ooh, this is a simulation, this is a simulation, cool, prove it to me. I know you're not going to, but like, try or something? I don't know. Ooh, her back done. Look at, she needed some what do you call it? Reinforced stuffing. She was all droopy before, but now she's ready. She's ready to meet her kid. Okay. I had a dream one time that I was just in my neighborhood, walking around. Everything was chill. And I looked in the sky. And you know how, like, well, y'all children out there aren't going to know what I'm talking about, but I guess it still probably happens if you have a garbage connection, a garbage internet connection, and there are like patches of a video or a picture that are like pixelated, that are not flush with the image, okay? That's what I saw in the sky in my dream. I looked up and I saw this like break in the sky. There were like pixelated images, and I was like a little bit off-put by that in my dream, but I was also like, yeah, that's just because we're in a simulation, whatever. Like, it was weird, to say the least, but, like, it didn't really faze me. I was just kind of like, oh, okay. I was, like, a little bit disturbed, and then I was like, well, whatever. It really, like, there were cars going by. It really wasn't, like, affecting anyone that much. But If we're in a simulation, then why am I dehydrated right now? Why is my tongue white right now? If we're in a simulation, then where is Frankie gonna go when I send her to Maui? If we're in a simulation, then why does it matter that we're in a simulation? How does that affect your life? How does that affect my life? How does that affect all of society's well-being as a whole? It doesn't. The answer is that it doesn't. I guess people really like to think of Elon Musk as like some really like special guy. Obviously, he is a special guy, okay? Obviously, he's pretty exceptional. But like just because some wealthy guy who's trying to create a spacecraft says we're in a simulation doesn't mean that you should just believe it. Okay? I like legitimately want to know why people think it's important that we think we're in a simulation. Like I said, like I actually can get behind the fact that aliens put us in a simulation and this is just some kind of like experiment, like we're just like a zoo for them to watch and have fun watching. I can understand that, but like I can't very well call up an alien and be like, "Hey, are you doing that?" I can't very well call up an alien and be like, "Hey, can you just show everyone that you're doing that, please? Thanks." I can't very well convince other people that aliens exist because a lot of people are convinced that they do not exist or they don't care that they probably exist. Like, what? There's no context given to we're in a simulation other than those like 4 words. Okay, we're in a simulation. What of it? This is what I don't understand about the flat earth people. Like, there are people, I'm sure y'all know this because this is the internet, that believe the earth is flat. And I'm like, okay, what does that entail? Like, okay, you believe the earth is flat. Got it. What of it? You know? Like, that doesn't change the fact that the US is here, Canada's up there, South America's all the way down there, freaking Japan's over there. You know what I mean? It doesn't actually change anything. What I don't know what the thinking behind the earth is flat is. Like, what is it? So, if we're in a simulation and nothing matters, like, why don't you try not going to work? Why don't you try not paying your rent? Why don't you try never responding to anyone ever again and see where it gets you? Like, I'm real. Y'all, my viewers, are real. I fucking hope. I guess the whole, like, idea that we're in a simulation, Frankie's about to be done. Ready? He's about to be ready to go to Maui. Look who's ready for Maui. I guess the thinking that we're in a simulation has gained so much traction because this is a simulation. The internet is a simulation. Instagram is a simulation. What else is popular? Twitter is a simulation. Like, isn't it possible that internet servers could just like break tonight and we wouldn't have internet as we know it today tomorrow? That everything would just be different tomorrow? Isn't that possible? I guess the fact that people have such involved presences online has then made them try to apply that context to real life. Because, like, couldn't you lose all your passwords? Couldn't you lose access to all the friggin' websites or whatever the fuck that you care about? Couldn't someone hack your Instagram and mess it up? Like, that could happen, but that's your online presence. That's the online simulation. What I'm saying is, I think that because people do so many things online, they have these like lives online, right? That they're then like, oh, okay. They're like blurring the line between their online presence and their real life presence. Frankie agrees. Wow, she's so smart. I'm honestly like kind of tired of hearing that like sentiment of like, ooh, this is a simulation, because I don't know where people want to go with that information. I don't know if y'all have seen this. I saw this like tweet or something, a response to something. It was a screenshot, and someone was saying that scientists found out that rats high on cocaine preferred to listen to like really high energy jazz. Like that was their preferred music to listen to while friggin' doing coke. And someone else responded, what do we do with this information? What do we do with the information that rats like to listen to high energy jazz on cocaine? Maybe there's something we can do with it. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I think that people think it makes them look smart. I think that people think it makes them look philosophical when they're like, oh yeah, we're in a simulation. And it's like, not so much. You can cut your hair badly, and there can be real consequences to that, right? Oh, there's my Batman painting. I like Batman, okay, shut up. But yeah, so I don't know what the thinking is there, and maybe y'all can help explain it to me, because there are all these like really involved theories, there are all these really involved ideas, there are all these really like crazy things that people come up with, and they really take off on the internet, and then people try to apply them to, waking life, and it doesn't really work, does it? Say bye to Frankie. She can't wait to go to Maui. She says bye. Bye!